if you set the right goals for yourself that are super meaningful for you, you will find that you will actually want to quit bad habits at that point. And trust me, when I realized this and what I'm about to share with you, I was like, bro, this is gonna be a game changer for people. And like, for real. So let me tell you a story of how, or some more stories of how this happened to me, right? So I remember this was a couple years ago, and I remember I had this bad habit of playing video games and wasting time on the internet, eating junk food, and so on. Right? It was the beginning of my self improvement journey, and I began watching more self development stuff and also entrepreneurship content. Right? And I think even back then I wanted to build some kind of business or something. And I remember watching this video from one entrepreneur, and he told me and the people watching that, look, you won't get successful, or at least your chance, you most likely won't get successful if you play video games. You gotta drop them off because they get your attention away. They make you not like the work because they mess up your dopamine levels, and they make the work feel boring because of that. And they're too overstimulating. They ruin your health, ruin your attention, ruin your excitement to work, and all that stuff, and some more things, and just waste your time and take so much time away, and some more some more reasons, I think. And he was explaining basically how, look, if you do this, you probably won't have success in business. And he was like, I know it hurts, but this is the truth. And I'm like, nah, man. I loved video games back then, but I'm thinking, man, if that's true, and I really wanted success and get financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom, I wanted to have a way better life, a way more exciting lifestyle and so on for myself, my family. Wanted to have supercars and all that stuff. Things a bit changed, but still some of that kind of stuff. That's not the priority anymore. But back then, I mean, not really. I still wanted one of those things, but not really the priority exactly. A bit changed, but still cool. And but at least at that moment, right, I was thinking, man, I want this stuff. And if those video games really are bad for me, well, I don't want them anymore. And trust me, I love playing video games. Right, I literally remember in some games I literally had entire, not just hours but days in there, literally months, bro, a month, two, I don't know, in the actual game, in the game. And that's a bunch of time, right? And I was playing literally for years, right, for all my life. And so I'm thinking, man, I don't really want to give them up. But then with time, as the time passed, I'm like, bro, these things take too much time. I need to drop them off. And that was one of the best decisions of my life. And simply because I set the goal in place that actually, by the way, that actually truly inspired me. Therefore, I quit the video games, for example, right? Now, mind you, these things can change because, for example, that was the super exciting goal for me back then. And I like that goal even now, but it's not as exciting because I want to be more connected with God than have this, than to be, and I'm not even as excited for the materialistic things. Of course, I want a great lifestyle and all that, and I will have it. Point is not as exciting for me, and that's fine. Things can change, priorities can change, and my relationship with God with Jesus is the most important thing for me right now. And so, point is, things can change, and that's normal, and you need to adapt. Because I even recently, I had different goals, but point is, they were not as exciting for me as they once were. And I analyzed my situation, and recently I saw, okay, well, that's probably the reason why I'm not that productive and as disciplined as I once was. Because in these past days, and actually weeks, maybe, month, 2 months, I wasn't that operating at a way better level. And wasting time sipped in, and different bad activities and all that stuff, not being as disciplined and so on. Yeah, that stuff sipped in, and the reason why I saw it was because those goals that I once had, they were not as exciting for me anymore. So thing is, you need to find that thing that actually excites you, that when you find out, you are actually, okay, I love this, I'm excited, let's get to work, right? That's the thing. And I have, even in this accountability journal, if you saw this, right? So basically, I have this notebook. Imagine this with daily activities that I gotta take, right? And one of them is writing my goals down to remind myself of what I'm working towards. And guess what? I didn't even really think about that stuff until later at night when I needed to almost go to sleep. But I'm like, oh, okay, I never need to write my goals down and stuff. That sounds a bit weird, right? Because you should be excited for your goals. So I realized, okay, that's probably the reason. So I kind of changed them up a bit and added more stuff in that actually excites me, right? Yeah, after that, I literally felt so good. So some of the new stuff I put in was, for example, okay, I want to help in my business, let's say, 10 guys by the end of this year to truly go from loser kind of feeling like I used to feel and bad habits and all that stuff to literally quit all that and create a history of wins and literally and feel like a winner and drop the bad habits and feel happy again and feel super confident, change his life, their life completely. And yeah, family's happy, he's happy, and we have a great friendship also, and we build a great relationship. And it's a total life change, right? That's one of it, and that truly excites me, right? It's not just about the money. The money's cool, yeah, whatever, but it's a tool. I mean, anyway, right? I'm more excited to actually help people, and I want to do that. And I love making these videos, for example, as well. I love that, and that's one goal. Now another thing is I understand. Okay, let's set in more areas of my life different goals, right? So I, for example, in the gym, I didn't really have any goal in the gym. Instead of in terms of um, more weight that I want to get, I mean specific one, right? So for example, I was thinking, okay, well, let's get the goal to, okay, let's next, let's say next level, let's get my squat to like 30 kg. So aside the bar, what I have right now, basically, that I my max, let's say, I don't know if max, but let's say I do 12 reps with like 20 kg, right? I want to do 12 reps with like 30 kg. I want to get to that point. And today is even, leg day, Sunday, right? So I got to go to church. And after that, I want to go to the gym. It's kind of somewhat near. So I got to go there. And yeah, I'm super excited to try to put more weight on and see how fast, how much more progress I can make towards that goal. That'll be exciting. I used to have any goal in terms of that. And also with the dumbbell press, I want to go from like 10 on each side, so basically 20 in total, which is not that much, I guess you can say. I want to go to, let's say, 15 soon, and so on, and then 30, 40, whatever. Gotta see. But basically, having certain goals that just get you excited, right? I mean, and also in different other hobbies I have, like guitar, electric guitar, drawing, and all that stuff, art, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, and also, for example, my relationship with God, right? So I thought, okay, I gotta put something in this as well. So let's say by the end of the year, which is not that much left, basically less than 2 months or so, I was thinking, okay, let's finish reading the New Testament and also the reading, let's say, 100 more pages of the old one, right, of the Old Testament, and keep reading, of course, some more things from the New Testament because obviously we keep reading that, right? And it truly improves my relationship with God. So if I do those things, man, that'll be so much better. And now I'm finally way more accountable and more disciplined with reading Scripture, right? And also another thing is also this is a bit off topic, but somewhat still with this. So I remember even also in the gym, I was thinking, okay, well, I have these break times, so I might as well just do something, right? So I'm actually pulling up this Bible app and I'm reading from there. It's pretty interesting. It's actually very interesting to read that stuff that happened in the New Testament and the Old Testament, and you can read a bit from that or some other things in the gym session breaks between the sets, basically. But yeah, that's a bit off topic. So if you set these different goals in your life and make them specific and all that stuff, that and actually goals that motivate you, that excite you, oh man, that'll be so much better. And that's the key. How do you know, Sebastian? Sebastian, how do you know if how do I know if these goals are actually the right one? You truly focus on feeling if they get you excited, super excited, or not. Because if they don't, it's kind of, right? So you gotta find the right cause and right root cause. Because, for example, I had in the past, get a lot of money and all that stuff as an income online business, whatever. Yeah, cool. problem is, I wasn't really excited about that, and that's not the most important thing in my life. That's just one aspect of it, for example, right? But we can relate to that. But point is, that didn't really excite me recently, and therefore I kind of self-sabotaged or something. I wasn't that as productive as working on my stuff, and the reason why is because, for example, I don't really need the money right now. So that's one thing. You gotta find the actual thing that will help, that will excite you. So it's not just the money. I actually loved helping people. I actually love helping people. So I set the goals in terms of that. And that's exciting, right? I mean, a lot more exciting. And so now I have this mission, this quest, which actually makes me want to work and be productive and do all these things. Because, man, if you don't have that, you'll just be bored and you'll go to the bad habits. And what a boring life that is. I mean, I experienced this myself. I mean, so many people say, "Oh, but you should rest and watch YouTube and have some good, nice time, looking at some movies and stuff." Maybe from time to time. But daily? But that's just boring. I literally remember sitting on my sofa 3 days in a row, not having these exciting goals, and I was watching some weird, I mean, it's just some random content on YouTube, and that was supposed to be fun by in other people's opinion. But guess what? That was boring. I literally wanted to go and do something else, man. I mean, for real, right? This was about, I don't know, a week, two ago or something. Man, huge difference, bro. I mean, you find these goals that truly excite you, they will help you to be more productive, to be happier, to finally have an exciting, awesome life. And all this stuff will make you way more fulfilled. Way more fulfilled. So go and perhaps grab a journal or something right now and just start to see, okay, what is at least one goal that super duper excites you. And I actually recommend you to find more in different areas and actually specific ones. I mean, specifically what you want to achieve and what amount, what number, what this and that, right? Because when you have them in multiple areas of your life, well, guess what? Multiple areas of your life make up your life, and therefore your life becomes exciting in different areas and in different things from different perspectives and different aspects of happiness, which and excitement and of pleasure, good fun from working on these things that are also a bit different, which is pretty interesting, right? Because it's in different areas and it's exciting to work on these new habits and all that stuff, and not just habits but goals, working towards them, right? Which is very, very good. So by doing this, you'll just quit bad habits because you move your source of supposedly happiness or feel good source from the bad habits, which actually lead to regret and sadness and depression and messing up your dopamine level so you feel sad automatically, to actually getting your happiness from actual happiness, right? Getting your good feel emotion type stuff from actual happiness activities. Yeah, that's literally it. So again, if you need more help with this, send me a message on Instagram. Let's connect. Let me help you with this. And yeah, comment down below what else do you need help with, like exactly what topics, because I can come up with some video ideas, but I also want to see what exactly do you need, right? I mean, I can assume some things, but if you have some stuff in mind that you really would love help with, and we can talk about this, yeah, I mean, get a comment in, and let's talk about that, right? But yeah, I'm Sebastian. Remember, we're limitless because we never peak if we so choose to, and hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.